Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to another of my classic Bruce Willis reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the 2007 Die Hard sequel, Live Free or Die Hard 4.0. The film is directed by Len Wiseman and stars of course Bruce Willis as well as Justin Long, Timothy Olyphant, Maggie Q and Cliff Curtis. Right, this time round, John McClane is sent to pick up a hacker who has unwittingly been recruited by Timothy Olyphant's Thomas Gabriel in order to start a fire sale against the US, a cyber attack basically, to shut down the system. Bruce Willis has to protect Justin Long's character, Matt Farrell, keep him alive, get him to Washington, and then helps take down Thomas Gabriel and his crew before he shuts down America. Right, what are my thoughts on Die Hard 4.0? Now, I remember a lot of people, and probably myself included, were a little bit apprehensive about this Die Hard film. It had been a good 10 plus years since we had the last one. That's a long time to wait for a sequel, and especially after the excellent films that had come before. 3 very, very strong entries into the Die Hard franchise. How could they possibly live up to it? And I remember going to watch this one and I thought it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. When I saw this one at the cinema, I thought it was absolutely brilliant and felt like it kept the Die Hard spirit, quite firm. And also felt fresh and different, very much like the third one. It didn't follow the same kind of claustrophobic feel, if you like, of the first 2 films. The third one, he was, in a city. This time round, it feels like it's all of America really that he's playing around in, John McClane sort of thing, and I really like the idea of like this whole cyber attack thing. It was all the rage really in the noughties. There were quite a few, there was the Enemy of the State film with Will Smith and a few others along them same sort of lines, the net, and as the internet and our technology grew in the noughties, the late 90s and the noughties and beyond, we got a lot of these type of films. I really thought this was done very, very effectively. The whole idea of the fire sale, somebody shutting down a country, essentially. I've no idea how possible it is, but it felt very legitimate, and I liked that. I like the fact that years later, McClane is almost, downtrodden. He's now divorced. His daughter's all grown up, not wanting anything to do with him. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Lucy's daughter, and he's pretty down on his luck, really, as he is in most of the Die Hard films, it would seem. And then when he goes and picks up Justin Long's character, from that moment on, when that attack takes place at Justin Long's flat, his character's flat, you're just immediately reminded of that, desperate fight for survival type action that you get from John McClane in these movies. The resourcefulness, the will to live, and the heart and fight that this character John McClane's got, and the fact that he will not stop. He won't give up. Even though he doesn't want to be that person. And I like that. There's a really cool scene in this film where he's talking to Justin Long in the car, and Justin Long's kind of like, how are you so calm, sort of thing, I don't understand it. And then Bruce Willis kind of talks about, he's kind of done this sort of thing before, and then he sort of says, I don't want to do it, I wish somebody else would do it, but until then I'm doing it, sort of thing. And that just is such a perfect description of who John McClane is. He doesn't want to be the hero, but there's nobody else to do it. So he's going to do it. If somebody else better comes along, he'll let them do it. Fantastic. So self-aware as well in regards to, you know, the character of John McClane and how we as audiences connect to that character. He's just an everyman. He's just a normal guy. And another thing I really enjoyed about this film is this new kind of layer. He feels more hardened in this because he's a bit older. There's no hair in this one. We're at that stage in Bruce's career where he's decided to take all the hair off. It's all gone now. And he is hardened. He's a veteran now, really. And he's got to basically become this hardened killer. And he's brutal in this film, and he's mocking. I mean, he has done it in his other ones, in all the big fight scenes he's had. But in this one, they put him up against Maggie Q. And it's just such a brutal fight. He kind of like, bloody hell, John McClane, what are you doing? And he won't give up, and he doesn't care that she's a woman. She's in his way. She needs to be stopped, and he's going to do it. And then the constant, mockery of Timothy Oliphant's character, where he basically is saying to him, I'm coming to get you. John McClane, I'm coming to get you. Even when he's got his daughter, kidnapped his daughter, I'm coming to get you. So just hang there, sort of thing. I'm coming to get you. And he's saying things like to him, you're frightened of me. So he's almost Terminator-like a couple of times in this film. He knows now who he is and what he's capable of doing, and he's got that self-confidence almost that, I need to get from here to here. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to do what needs to be done. And I like that. You still get the quips from John McClane, moments here and there, the yells of bravado when he does something unbelievable. The stunts and the action here is outstanding. I mean, when he fires the car into the helicopter, it's mental stuff, but it's great. It's great cinema. The whole scene with the jet and stuff, you're thinking this is way over the top, but bloody hell, it's good to watch. And so everything that they do here, the hand-to-hand stuff is really good. I love that whole sequence with Maggie Q. It's one of the best in the whole Die Hard franchise, that whole fight. And he gets his ass handed to him, really, to a large degree, John McClane, and then he just comes ploughing through the wall in the van, in the 4x4 type thing. I mean, it's just he's like, I know I'm not gonna stop, and I'm not gonna give up, and I'm certainly not gonna die. Great chemistry, I think, as well, between Justin Long and Bruce Willis. I thought that worked really well, that relationship. Carrying on with the buddy vibe that he got in the last film with Samuel L. Jackson. Doesn't quite work just as well as the relationship between Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis in the last one. But it does still work pretty good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is the great choice for his daughter to carry on like the family relationship type thing. And I think overall this is a top sequel. This is my... I prefer this over Die Hard 2 is what I'm going to say. Die Hard with a Vengeance is my favourite sequel. But I do think this is a very, very strong entry into the franchise, and it's a rarity that you get 4 films in a franchise, and all of them have got merit. All of them are very watchable, and all of them are a lot of fun. So yeah, Die Hard 4.0, big thumbs up in my book. I will be revisiting Live 3 or Die Hard soon. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that one, but I haven't watched it. I've only seen that one once. And I was very disappointed with that one, so I'm going to go into it with a fresh perspective, with open eyes, and see if it has grown on me anymore on another watch. So thanks for checking out this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will, of course, be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.